Hello everybody, this is going to be pretty fucked up talk, and I look pretty fucked up, but everybody of you is pretty fucked up too, so it doesn't matter. And we're gonna talk about variety of topics. The first insight: death, it stays far away until it doesn't. And the next insight we're going to have into the Illuminati bloodlines. We're gonna talk about the elites. We're gonna talk about why you're doing shit in your life. We're gonna talk about the ultimate reality of death. We're gonna talk about why we have been served the position of powerlessness in our life that we are right now enjoying. We're gonna talk about it all, alright? I know we're here. So, let's start with the fact that I'm fasting right now, and I'm dry fasting, and there's two types of dry fasting. There's dry fasting with spitting, and there's dry fasting without doing anything. I feel that for the longevity of the dry fast, it's better to not just do anything. But if you have any addictions, none of this stuff is really gonna apply to you in any way. So, we're not gonna talk about my fasting over here, even though I'm starving and I'm pretty thirsty. But the funny thing is that if you have fasted and practiced it enough, you kind of lose this thirst too. Yeah, wanna quit drinking? This is the way. So, death is far away until it's not. Is there a way for a human being to reach a vision of how long it's gonna take until the time of our passing away from this world? How long is it gonna take? Well, I feel that it's possible to achieve that kind of view, but that view is not absolute. We shouldn't be too sure about it. We shouldn't be too sure about ourselves in this way. But we are creatures that have the way we are kind of predefined, and we are being born into this world of where a lot of evil stuff happens. And to understand that evil, we have to go back to the Bible and to Satan. What is Satan? Well, and is there Antichrist? Is a human being an Antichrist? Is the president an Antichrist? No, not any human being is the Antichrist, but some people have the blessings of Satan. And it happens like this. In the same way as you, if you have a partner, you look at your partner in a very different way than a person that tries to take your partner away from you. You look at your partner like he's or she's an angel, and she's the biggest blessing of ever, whatever it has reached to you. And you look at the person trying to take him or her away from you, you look at him like he's Satan. And it's the same way with Satan himself. If Satan looks at you from behind the blinds, Satan is the hidden hand. There's that Freemasonic symbolism of the hidden hand. What is it about? It's Satan, it's Lucifer, it's the Antichrist behind the scenes. Antichrist is, and Satan is beyond the physical realm. And some people have the blessings of Satan. And because of this, they seem like they are Satan themselves, even though they are not Satan. But Satan looks them with a good eye, the elites and the Illuminati bloodlines. Those that have the real power in this world of the materiality. And of the, in the same way that you have your gas meter on your car. These elites, they have their meters of life. If we look at their bank accounts and that sort of, they probably don't even have bank accounts. They invented the whole fucking money system, my man. They invented the whole fucking thing. They have those to the max, because Satan looks them with a proper and a specific sort of gaze. It doesn't matter how the voters look at the president. The voters don't decide the president. Satan does. He's there because of Satan. He's there because of the devil. This is the devil's world. God left this world and Satan looks over us. And Satan is going to inherit us and eat us alive when we die. So when we think how far away are we from Satan, how successful we are right now, well, look at success in a different way. A lot of people that were blessed by the Satan's gaze were eliminated out of life in a very early age, like Tupac, like a lot of people. Gianni Versace, he was for certain blessed by the Satan's gaze. Versace. And he was assassinated. A lot of people that are blessed by Satan get wiped out by Satan. Next time going into a more heavy topic, murder. What is murder? Murder is when somebody gets so under the power of Satan that they start to resemble Satan himself. Because Satan eats the people them alive. Satan is inheriting in his being those people that their time has come to die. And murderers try to be that. They try to become the snake that eats those people, which is the Antichrist. That's why the Bible says that murder is evil, and it is. It's satanic to murder anybody. But what about the Illuminati doing those satanic worshipping practices? Do they work? The Bohemian Grove, why do they do them? Why is True Detective always in the forest? Well, I'm gonna reveal to you something. They don't do them because they work. They do them because they are blessed by Satan's gaze. Satan's gaze makes them do them. Even if they didn't do them, they would still have the power. It's not about if they work or not. Yeah. All these secret societies, the Freemasonic rituals, can you make Satan do your bidding? No, you can only do Satan's bidding. And that's what murderers do. They do the Satan's bidding. And because if you are getting your life really under the power of Satan, in an American society, for example, to gain some kind of recognition and fame, you have to also see the dark side of that. What can come out of that? Like what happened to Versace and Tupac and the John F. Kennedy. They were all blessed by Satan's gaze. Yeah. So there's something that happens behind the scenes that is really beyond us. And we human beings, we try to do these rituals and try to do all kinds of magical stuff, magic craft, black magic, to try to get in the favor of Satan. But Satan doesn't favor us in this way. Satan doesn't care what you do. And as I said, it doesn't matter how anybody of you tries to look at my videos. It doesn't matter how anybody of you looks at me. Only thing that matters is how Satan himself looks at me. If Satan looks at me with a blissful eye, I'm gonna become the most successful and rich bass that you're gonna ever see. But if he doesn't, I'm going to be poor as a bum. There's nothing I can do about it. It's all on Satan himself. So, those people that have the power, the elites, they are not evil.
They are not evil. They can do nothing about having the Illuminati bloodline. And there is such a bloodline. And here's how it comes to the endless pyramidical structure, the Illuminati eye there. What's that eye? It's the eye of Satan. It's the eye that watches us over here. Grants those blessings. Why does it grant the blessing to certain bloodlines? Why does it matter if you're born a royalty? You're born there. Why does it matter there? It matters because when Satan eats us and inherits us into itself, he looks over us from there. All the dead ones. It matters where you came from. Your lineage matters. It matters. In terms of the gas meters of your life, blood sugar, bank account numbers, love, whatever, these matter. I mean, these matter hugely. Serotonin. They have discovered so many meters that we can base our life upon. How good are we doing? And you can look at your life and base if you're doing good or bad based upon these. And most people do. I'm doing bad if I don't have money. I'm doing bad if I'm depressed. I'm doing bad if I don't have love. If nobody loves me, I'm doing bad. You can look at your life in this way. But the real bad going is the fact that you're gonna be eaten alive by Satan himself. By Satan himself. You're gonna be eaten alive by that. That's where your suffering comes from. It's the fact that you're a mortal creature and Satan's not. Satan can never die. Satan will have stuff to eat for the millennia. And think about success. Think about the individual that gets away with all kinds of heinous stuff. Gets away with the sports car, the fastest sports car right in there. Why does death itself let that person get away with that? He lets that person get away because either of these, he's gonna eat him as a dessert. Satan eats that person as a dessert. First it's you poor people, you developing countries, warring people. You can do nothing about your wars. You can just fight them. But Satan himself is going to let few people get away. They're gonna let few people get away. And there's two reasons. One of them is because he's gonna eat them for dessert, leave them for the last. And the other is he doesn't want them to know himself. He doesn't want them to realize who he is. There might be a variety of reasons. It might be because they are very influentially powerful. They might ruin his plans. If he gives the ultimate rap star the fucking sports car and he becomes fast, successful and all that, that's good for Satan. He's not gonna think and preach the antichrist message. Of course not. And most of all, preachers that have been blessed by any amount of success or wealth in this world, they get blessed by that because of the blissful eye of Satan. It's not God's grace that makes those prosperity preachers fly in the skies with private jets. It's not the grace of God. It's the blissful eye of Satan, the Illuminati eye. And most likely they are part of that bloodline.